Hey everybody, it's Chad Avalanche fan. So now we're doing part 1, chapter 9, whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, thing. So as I was saying, we're doing part 1, chapter 9, 1 survives. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway. Let's see if I can. Sorry about the green there, guys. I'm not sure why it's doing that. So to our mod, here's a little message that they're sending someone to take a look into Dayan's, what's happening in Dayan. And the person that they're sending happens to be Prime Minister Sephiran, Duke Persis. And so that's pretty much Apostle Soniki's top man, his best friend, like a father to her. That's pretty much it. So they're pretty calm, because once they're thinking, well, once Sephiran sees what's been happening here, they're going to take Jared and Namita and all those guys out of office, probably execute them possibly, and then hey, we're all set. It's awesome. And I'm back at Dayan Keep, which is blurry on my camera. Sorry about the camera. Oh, there we go. It's a bit better now. So pretty much what's happening now is Jared's finally learning about what's happening, and they're not too happy about this. And Duke Namita is pretty much, since he knows what's happening now, it's like, oh well, there's no point now, we're done. So Jared's not giving up. If he's going down, he's taking someone with them. Guess who he's taking with them? He wants to take Micaiah with him. And there's Izuka, our creep, as always. Oh, he's not speaking. Never mind. That's good. Shut up, Izuka. So Prince Peleus, they're all having a humongous supper and all that. And they're happy that they're going to be free soon. But not everyone's at that supper. And this is something interesting with the base. So Prince Peleus talks to Soth, gives him 10,000 gold coins, talks to Jill, gets a pass. But the interesting thing about this chapter is, let's go to the items. Let's check everyone. Look at that. Now unless I'm seeing things, I only see one person. Only Micaiah. No Soth, no Edward, no Nolan, no Zehark, no nothing. Just one person. Which is very strange. But I'm sure there's a reason to it. So let's see. So you see Micaiah sitting out there by herself. Start with the leg, guys. Oh, there we go. So she's just happy that tomorrow they'll be safe. And look what we have here. We got General Jared and 2 people. And look at this. We're only allowed to fight with Micaiah. That seems hardly unfair. I don't like that. I just don't like that, but it's part of the rules. We have to do it. And like I said before, Jared said he's doomed, but if he's going down, he's taking Micaiah with her. But something hits Micaiah there, because she says as long as Prince Peleus survives, they'll fight, which they will. But Jared makes a comeback saying if Micaiah dies, they're all going to be gone. So he's about to do it, and wait a minute, what happens? Oh my god! I recognize that red cape anywhere, and you would too if you played Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. And that music tops it. It would be the one, the only Sir Black Knight. If you play Path of Radiance, you know him quite well. If not, the Black Knight was the main enemy in Path of Radiance, who supposedly died when he battled Commander Ike in the previous game. He died when Nato's castle crashed down on him. How he's alive, I don't know. Somehow he survived. And to be honest, when I first played this game, it freaking creeped me out to see him alive again. But the good thing is, we battle with 2 people now. We still get Micaiah, where you can really level her up. But also, you get to use the Black Knight, the ultimate character. So pretty much they go fighting the Black Knight, and let's be honest, these guys aren't going to beat the Black Knight. It's just not going to happen. So basically what you want to do here is you want to set it up so that Micaiah is safe. Because now you can fight with Micaiah to level her up, but if you're like me and you have already maxed out, then just let the Black Knight do the fighting. It makes the game a heck of a lot easier. So much. It really does. It makes life go by so much better. Because they're all stupid and they'll keep going. Like, they'll try to attempt to hit Micaiah, but odds are that they'll go for the Black Knight first. They always will. They're just that stupid. So here's the Black Knight again. Another one-hit KO. Because these guys are all level 1 class, but yet the Black Knight is at his max. He's level 20. His title's a Black Knight. Don't know what else to call him. Now the interesting I found out about the Black Knight is if you want to, you can actually use lances with the Black Knight. He has an SS rank in sword, which is the ultimate level, but he also has an S rank in lances, which is the second highest level. So he actually has quite the experience with 2 weapons. Now another advice you want to take is when you do battle, make sure you take out anyone who has a weapon with two ranged weapons, like javelins, any kind of bow, or stuff like that, hand axes. Because that way, if you get rid of them, then they won't be able to get to Micaiah, because in order to get to Micaiah, they have to fight the Black Knight, so they're pretty much safe. And as you can see, we're just dominating. And there's what's important about this game. Initially you can move all around this area, but you just want to stay here because General Jared will eventually come there by a 6th turn or a certain turn. But that's the one thing you want to do though. You want to keep them in that general area because the game will keep going until you beat Jared. But this way, you'll still be able to keep them. Now supposedly we've killed Jared. We knocked him out. So he should be dead. Supposedly. There's the hit, and Jared's dead. What do you know? Isn't that... Wait, what? It seems Jared's not dead. I apologize for that misleading. But Alder took the hit for Jared. And to be honest, I really hated that, but I really wanted to face Alder. I think he would have been a good enemy, but I guess they just didn't want to put him in there. So I guess Jared's not alive. And Jared and the Black Knight start to have a little argument, but they stop it. And the Black Knight's kind of curious of why he let him go, but I mean, he lost his best friend. Oh, look! Soth knows the Black Knight very well, since he was with Ike in the previous game. He knows all about him. So he tells Soth that yes, he did battle Ike in Nados Castle 3 years ago, but he survived. And the Black Knight, he only wants one thing, and that's all he says. He just wants the Dane to raise its banner again, and I can't blame him. He was like the Dane itself. He was what made Dane famous, and he's willing to serve. May my sword serve you well. He's actually willing to work with us. What a shocking chapter. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna save, and next video will be the final chapter, part 1, the end game. So on that, stay tuned guys and get ready for the grand finale of part 1.